Hello, hello, hello. Um, y'all gonna have to bear with me because I wrote down some notes and I'm gonna be taking a look at them notes because I think it's very important that you guys get all the information that I'm about to give, and I really don't want to miss anything. And if you have any questions, you can just reach out to me. I'm willing to answer any questions, reasonable, not a whole bunch. Like I said in this, what I'm about to tell you guys, anything that I put in here, basically, I'm going to leave a link in the comment section. So, link in the comment section. If you got any questions, do your own research. Anyway, I'm going to jump right into it. So, what's going on in Chicago? So, I know y'all wondering what's going on in Chicago, and the answer is everything. Everything is going on in Chicago. What I mean by everything, like, Chicago's about to turn better. I mean, we've done so much horrible things in Chicago. We've let our kids take over the city and do things that, they weren't supposed to be doing. A lot of killing, a lot of stealing, a lot of drug use, a lot of everything. So it's just gonna be a breath of fresh air for what's about to take place in Chicago, and I'm excited, and I hope you guys are excited. And when I get through telling you guys what's going on, hopefully you guys can learn from this, jump on board, start making money, because it's a lot of money out here to be made. So first of all, for the first time in a long time, Chicago's about to give people of color a chance to become wealthy. And what I mean by that is, um, a lot of times us people of color, we don't have like great jobs. Even if we do go to school and get a degree or whatever, we don't really end up being like quote unquote wealthy. And right now, like wealthy is like kind of out of reach. And I'm saying that from somebody that's living off six figures. Like it's getting kind of bad. So this is the first time like black people are like literally about to become wealthy. Um, and be able to change their tax bracket. First things first, everything that I'm stating in this video, I will provide a link again so you can do your own research. So, what's about to take place in Chicago? And again, everything. So, first things first, I know you guys have noticed like the physical change in Chicago. Like, you've noticed the new highways. Construction is always going on in Chicago. Ever since I've been born here, it's always been construction going on. But this construction is different in a way that it's like literally expanding. And when I mean expanding, I'm like not just going wide, but like building up, overpasses and stuff like that. Because I mean, the amount of people that's about to be here in the next 5 to 10 years, it's gonna need exactly that. Like it's gonna need the space. It's gonna need, so it doesn't be like a whole bunch of traffic, but new condos. I mean, I took a drive on the south side and I see all these like new developments and new condos. I mean, it's always new condos going up downtown. It's always going up, basically like on the northwest side or whatever, like in Park area. It's always like new but to see new development in Chicago on the south side, I'm excited because it's like, whoa, places that I grew up in is like old stores and old abandoned houses and stuff like that, and I see all that stuff is like being knocked down and new stuff is coming up. It's just like, wow. It's kind of sad too in a way because it's like I said, it's my childhood being destroyed, but at the same token it's like, man, I'm loving what I'm seeing. Like I'm loving everything about what's taking place. And then new casinos. Casinos. Wherever there's going to be money, there's always going to be a casino around the corner to, come get that from you, collect it back from you. um, the new development expansion of the highways is preparing Chicago for what's coming next. And what that might be, you might ask? Hollywood. Yes, they are turning Chicago into Hollywood. Chicago has made over $750 million last year in revenue in the film industry alone, and it's projected to make over $1 billion this year alone. The film industry is so lucrative that the governor just gave Chicago film industry $10 million to expand. That's a lot of money. So when you think about it, all the little tickets, boots on the cars and red light camera tickets, that money went right back into Chicago, but it went right back into the film industry, and it's going to help Chicago in so many ways. And this is how. And in good ways. So the first way it's going to help is on the south side, they opening up sound stages on 79th and Stony Island where the old Regal, well, it's across the street from if you know Chicago, it's behind the White Castle on 79th and Stony Island. And it's called Regal Film Studios or something like that. Like I said, I don't know the name, but I'll leave the link or whatever. Now, Regal Film Studios is a $100 million project that was funded by rapper Common's best friend and manager, along with other investors. So this film studio will have like 9 sound stages, and when I mean 9 sound stages, like there's an opportunity for 9 movies, 9 shows to come here and be filmed. With that being said, that's opportunities for us, especially the ones that live on the south side. One thing I like about this one in particular, this soundstage, is the fact that they are building this soundstage in hopes of teaching kids how to use cameras, how to be on set, how to be production assistants, and they're starting with CVS High School. So if you have a kid that goes to CVS High School, this is going to be one of the things that they are able to tap into and be able to learn how to be a videographer or learn how to be a director or a production assistant. And let me tell you something, working in the industry, that is great money. Trust me, it's great money. To be able to leave out of high school and to work as a videographer or anything and don't have to, put yourself in a whole bunch of debt going to college and make some good money, like $200,000-$300,000 a year, with the fact that there's all these sound stages being built. There's going to be always opportunity for you to always have work and have a job and not having to commute too far. If you live on the south side and you're a videographer or you production or a production assistant, whatever, you can be in your own neighborhood, live in your own neighborhood, and work. Okay. And that's set to open in fall of 2024. So that's literally like right around the corner, So that's exciting for me, and I'm excited for people that do live on the south side. This is great because okay, on the west side they already have CineSpace, and if you're not familiar with CineSpace is where they film everything, where they film all the Chicago shows, Chicago Med, PD Fire. They used to film Empire there. They got a whole bunch of set of sound stages. They got Netflix stuff going on. So that's been up for some years now. I want to say like 10 years now, because I remember taking my kids there to film for a couple things. But up and running on the west side, doing great, bringing in money, actually, CineSpace probably alone brought $700 million out of this $750 million in revenue. So congratulations to CineSpace. On the north side, they have an additional 9 sound stages, and it's called Field Studios, and they are up and running already. They started running back in mid-February. So that's Regal Film Studios. Now, if you are like me and you don't mind a commute, or just like living somewhere else for a while or whatever, anyway, you can take a 2-hour drive to Champaign-Urbana, and there you have Flyover Studios. Now with Flyover Studios, that place is unique. It's an old Air Force base. They got a hangar. You can fly in with your private jet, film, well, celebrities can fly in with their private jet, film, and then fly back out if they want to. But the governor gave them $1 million to expand also. What's unique about this place is basically it doesn't have the Chicago tax tied to it, so it's like a cheaper place to film if you have like a lower budget film, or if you don't have, don't want to spend that much money, or you want to actually pay your actors more, you can just do it there. But they are looking for people crazy. Like, they're looking for everything. I'm going to leave a link also about them. So if you are already working in the film industry, or you're looking to be like a forklift driver, anything, they always building sets. They always need people. They need craft services for food. It's like, it's endless. It's endless. It's endless. So economically, what does that do for Chicago? I mean, it does a lot. First off, it offers jobs. And not just any jobs, but lucrative jobs. I mean, as a videographer, I get paid like $600 to $800 a day. Okay. And and when I work as a director, when I work as a director, the sky's the limit. But like a base pay for like a director to direct movies is like $2,000 a day. So, with that being said, this is good money. This is lucrative money. This is something you want to probably like tap into and be like, hey, I know I'm a good nurse, or I'm a good accountant, but if you can fly a drone, okay, they pay drone operators $1,000 a day, okay, yeah. If you ever worked on set, you know there are all kinds of jobs needed, from forklift drivers to food service workers. Another thing it brings is opportunity. Opportunity to use those art degrees you thought you would never use, the ones that your parents were upset about, that you went to school and you didn't, you know, get major in a real profession or get a real job, whatever. But now is the time to actually use those degrees. And I'm talking about actors, dancers, writers, music composers. Now is your time to shine and to stick it to your parents, because it's here. It's time to show what you're really made of, and show that, you know, that creatives are very important. Because honestly, like, when people are sad, the first thing they do is they run to an artist, whether they listen to music or sad music, or whether they, watch their favorite movie or whatever. When they're happy, the same thing, they run to an artist, whether, they listen to their favorite song, or watch their favorite movie, or read their favorite book. It's always going to be an artist that, helps us internally and within ourselves. Anyway, enough of that. So, with the jobs that's being offered, I feel like, and this is my opinion, I feel like the crime rate in the city will drastically go down. And here's why. If you've ever worked on one day on a set, you know how exhausting it can be, okay? You will be too tired to commit a crime, trust me. It's sometimes I've gotten off set and I didn't even want to walk on my own feet. And I sat there on my couch looking for new feet on Amazon, like, for real. And when you are making good money, you don't have to rob and steal. It's just simple stuff. I feel like, if they open up something on the South Side, and you got 9 movies going on, which entails about 100 to 150 staff per 9 movies, that's a lot of jobs, and that's a lot of keeping kids busy and keeping them off the street and putting money in their pocket and stimulating the economy that's around them on the South Side. Because if you're working and living on the South Side, you're gonna spend your money on the South Side. That's just common sense. So what else? What else does it bring? So it brings real estate. Because if you have all these people working north side, south side, west side, these people need somewhere to stay. The crew needs somewhere to stay. You got people going to be flying in. If Will Smith flies in for a year to film a movie, he's going to need a place to stay. So, and if you're a good real estate agent, you'll be able to buy in. He'll use you to buy and sell, okay? Your customers will use you. Hey, I'm here for a year to film a movie or to film a show. I need a place to stay, a little condo. And boom, there you go. And also, if you didn't know this, Chicago have like an initiative called Invest South and West. And I'm not going to really go into it because I don't like to speak on stuff that I really don't know about, that I really didn't do a whole ton of research on. But I know that they're giving like tax breaks to invest in the South and the West. And why am I telling you this? Because with all this influx of people coming in, they need businesses. And if you've ever drove down 79th Street, you know it's a hit and miss on the businesses, okay? It's not much to offer. It's the same old mom and pop stores. I saw a vape shop open, which was like crazy because I've never seen that on the South Side. It's probably have been there for a while and it's probably more, but I don't visit the South Side often. So, but yeah, anyway, so for instance, if we're on set as a producer, you have to, not by law, but I guess, what can you, one of the laws is that you have to have like food on set for like each meal, okay? And it has to be hot, okay? So if it has to be hot, then we need to like have food catered from somewhere close by. So if you ever thought about opening up like a restaurant or something like that, now is the time. If you want to have like specialty stores, or you know, celebrities love specialty items. Like you have any type of specialty store. If you ever thought of opening up a business, now is the time. They're giving tax breaks out. We need it by these sound stages because when you're tired and you're leaving, you just want to be able to pop in, you know, grab something to eat and go home because literally we only get 12 hours. Oh, the union, not the laws. It's the union. The union makes you take 12-hour break, 12 hours, and I'm back at it again. So I might just stop in again in the morning before I go, or you know. But 9 times out of 10 they have food. So we're talking about huge orders. We're talking about 9 sound stages times, let's say 100 crew members. That's 900 people to feed. Like if you don't have a business in that area, I don't know what to say. Like I said, hand over fist. The money is there. Long story short, grab a friend, a family member, and open up a business, okay? Go grab your real estate license. Brush up on your acting skills because Hollywood wave is here. And it's looking like it's here to stay. So, me personally, me and my best friend, I mean, I went to school, in school to, you know, videography, to be a director. I'm making my own movie, all that. And then my friend, she's in school to be a real estate agent, and we're just going to link up. Like, why not? You know what I'm saying? I'm going to help her. She's going to help me. Actually, she does help me. She helps me do my sound. And so I'm going to, you know, go out on a leap of faith and help her with her real estate business. I'm going to, you know, invest my money because I believe in her, and we're going to, you know, do this thing together because like I said, it's so much money to be made. It would be silly not to. I'm going to take this opportunity as a director, as a videographer, whatever I work to put my money in real estate and then eventually open me up a business right around the corner from one of these sound stages. And I'm just going to sit back and just watch my money grow. And we all have that opportunity if you just take the time to invest in yourself, but most importantly, to believe in yourself. So, again, I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited. If you have any questions, I'm here for questions. I'm here to guide you if you need a little bit of guidance. But most importantly, I'm going to leave the links in the comment section and you guys can do what you will.